Welcome back. And now for this year's list, we start with a woman who turned 21 last month. Yet this is already her second appearance on our show. I don't know how much you remember about our first interview with Miley Cyrus in 2008. But it doesn't really matter because that little girl is long gone. I came in like a wrecking ball. This year, Miley Cyrus got in a wrecking ball and destroyed Hanna Montana.
Hi, this is Miley.
The wholesome teen she played on TV since she was 13 years old.
I'm not gonna do Hanna Montana. She was murdered.
Depending on your point of view, there were other casualties too, like fashion and public decency. That's Miley dancing at the VMAs with Robin Thicke, a performance featuring perhaps the most creative use of a foam finger.
She puts that foam finger in places that will shock you.
That was really, really disturbing.
I watched her performance last night with my hands over my eyes.
Do you have any regrets about what you've done this past year?
Not at all. It wasn't just shock people to shock people. It really was with a purpose, I guess.
Which was?
To make myself, everyone in the world, be talking about me and my music, which right now it is. If you're not ready to go home.
Her new album, Bangers, debuted in October at the top of the Billboard charts. And she's about to go on a world tour. She made twerking not just a mainstream activity, but an actual word in the dictionary. And her video, Wrecking Ball, shattered online viewing records with more than 414 million views. Once again, Miley is a pop culture icon.
If I want to go get breakfast.
But when I first met her 5 years ago, she was definitely more innocent. Do you ever swear?
No.
You stub your toe, what do you say?
I don't know. Ow.
But your parents would be furious if you swore, huh?
Yeah.
You went from being Hanna Montana to what? You tell me.
I really feel like every day I'm figuring it out. People that know me, they see me change really every week, every 2 weeks. I'm changing and learning so much. I think especially now that I feel like I found more of my independence. I don't think I was ever really happy with who I was. You have been half naked almost this whole year, it seems to me. It's getting cold now, so I gotta...
You're wearing a little silk shirt. Do you want to be naked?
I don't always want to be naked. Once I came out on stage, and I was in a full Marc Jacobs dress, completely covered, and they wrote, Miley is boring. She doesn't get naked and she's boring. No matter what I do, I'm either boring or I'm a slut.
Miley, why do you stick your tongue out all the time?
Because I get embarrassed to take pictures, so I stick my tongue out because I don't know what else to do. My mom's the one that gets the most mad at me about the tongue. And now people go, do the tongue thing, so now I can get away with it.
No, I was just going to say, are you nervous with me?
No, I'm not. I'm sitting, I don't have to do this.
Okay. Importantly, at her side, through it all, has been her mother, who was also her manager, Tish. Some of the things that Miley has done, are these things that you encouraged her to do?
Absolutely not.
That's true.
Absolutely not. I have to admit, like, there's times as a mom, I'm like, what were you thinking? You know, you have to realize this is a 20-year-old girl.
21.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be forgetting that I just had a birthday.
Okay, 21, but these things are happening at 20. This is what 20-year-olds do. You know, she's just doing it in front of the world.
Where do you see your daughter in 10 years?
10 years? 31. Gosh. Oh, I hope I have grandbabies,
31.
Barbara.
Not at 31. 31, I'm going to still be on tour.
For now, her love affair is with her fans. Earlier this year, Miley called off her engagement with Hunger Games star Liam Hemsworth. You and your then fiancé, Liam Hemsworth, broke up this year, and you wrote about it in the song Drive. You sing, I was crazy thinking you were mine. It was all just a lie. What was the lie?
I don't think there was any lies. I was so scared of ever being alone. And I think conquering that fear this year was actually bigger than any other transition that I had this entire year. I don't ever want to have to need someone again where you feel like without them you can't be yourself.
But that's called being in love. That's called maybe wanting to be married to someone for the rest of your life. You don't want that?
I think I want that in the time that it needs to be. You know, I don't think I realized what 19 truly is, and I got engaged at 19, and I definitely wouldn't change being engaged. It was so fun wearing a fat rock for a few years, but now I just feel like I can actually be happy. I wait for those moments of silence when I'm just at my house by myself.
Anyone in your life now?
No, but I'm looking. If you hear of anybody here in New York, you let me know.
I don't think you would have a hard time.
You know what? You would be surprised. Me and my mom were talking about this the other day because I was just saying, you know, I was like, oh, he wouldn't like me. And she was saying, you're the biggest star in the world. I'm like, yeah, but that's not why I want people to like me.
I can see the difference in how much you've grown in just the 5 years since my last interview with you. When do you reinvent the next person or become the next person?
2014 is going to be a whole nother year. I'm going to get to work on my acoustic record. I'm going to get to go on tour. And
With
I think
clothes on? Clothes
on, too. You will be happy. I will invite you to my first show in New York, and you'll be happy to know I will have clothes on. I don't know how much, but I will have on clothes.
I will be there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miley. Miley is not the youngest person on our list, coming in at 8 pounds 6 ounces on July 20.